More than 50 players are playing. 50 players are more than 50 players means more than 50 students are playing. All are below, all are studying in grade 8. So we are live. We are live, yes. Let me check the game of Tarush. Tarush opponent have not came. So okay, here we are. The first board game, that is Chess Dahal versus Suez Vandari. Who do you think will win? Suez in the winning position with the piece? No. Is it possible that Suez, the one who is playing with Mission Dahal, who have very good rating, is going to lose the game? Who plays most often? What? Where did he blunder? Where did Mission Dahal blunder? Suez is just he is just learning, whereas Mission Dahal is also a district level player. Maybe he have played some national game as well. But now you can see here is where he just blunder, playing the bishop to the d7, giving up a piece for free. Was this necessary, giving up the piece? Yes, that was necessary. As the rook was hanging, there was no option for it, and captures. Then after rook captures, queen goes anywhere, captures pawn double. Now this is winning for Suez. What a game played by Suez Mandari. What do you think? Will Mission Dahal be losing this game? I think this is going to be very crazy. This is going to be very, this is going to be a crazy moment for Mission Dahal. The one we were thinking he is going to be the champion, and some of the players also said that either Pushtam Silwal, where we had some voting, they said either Pushtam Silwal or Mission Dahal is going to be the champion of school national school chess tournament. And the very first game, Mission Dahal is piece down, but I'm not sure what will happen in this game because Swiss is going to be in time pressure very soon. Maybe not exactly now, but after some time, he can go for some move like just going for some attack with the guy. Okay, what is this? Giving him a piece for free? Why is it giving piece for free? Is it necessary giving knight to the g6? Okay, that what happens in the immature player and the experienced player. He do not know and just gave up the piece for free. Now he'll just go and capture the pawn. That was not necessary. Giving up a piece and you are grabbing a pawn. You could just go. You can just defend the knight going back to the d3, or maybe you don't need to move up the knight as well. But still, this is winning position for white. But how will he play? That's the reason he gave up piece for free. But now he is trying for some. Okay, if bishop check and then after king goes to the h1, then there will be checkmate. But of course, that's not going to be played. So here, the bishop check was not necessary as it was protecting the e7 and this pawn. He could simply go for rook to d2, going in the 7th rank, and maybe he could try for some threat with bishop coming to f6 and have some threat on the b2. But let's see what's going to be happening. So a lot of the players' games have completed. We can see the players playing and players' reaction as well. We will see in the meantime. All the players are connected with the videos, so it's very good for us. They are having fun, and of course, there is hope there will be no any cheating or anything, some suggestion or anything like that. We will be analyzing. This is going to be very interesting. So in the meantime, let's check it out how the ranking have gone up. We have here we have, I don't remember his name. Maybe he have his name in the Miraz Thapa. Yes, he is Miraz Thapa. Now after we have so many players have already completed their games. Lux have won the game. Tarush have won the game. Shrestha Aryans Rian Shrestha maybe. Rian Shrestha have won the game. Prisa Dikari, Pushtam Silwal, and Kushal Belvase maybe this is. And Triyog, he is from Triyog school. Similarly, Ria Shrestha, daughter of case of Frista, and we have Gautam. I don't remember his name exactly. We have Purnima Gurung, Sampurna Nyopane, Arav, and many more. The game is going to be very interesting out here. Bishop goes here. White do not know what to play. Maybe he will try for some rook coming to. Maybe now here rook check and rook check. Is it possible? No, but what you know use of giving up the rook check? Black will just try for draw, or will white again do some blunder with knight coming, like the knight coming to the g6? What do you think, guys? King comes up. If black goes for rook exchange, it will be immediately either win for white or draw for them. There is no win. Keep watching, guys. I will be coming up again and keep watching the game. It's going to be very interesting. What do you think will happen, guys? I'll come back 1 minute, guys. Keep watching. The game is very interesting. What do you think will happen, either Suez Vandari or Mission Dahal? Mission Dahal had lost his piece, came back with some mistake of Suez Vandari. Now he's planning at least to draw, or if any mistake by Suez Vandari, then might be black will go for win. But in my view, this is winning position for white. As you can see the pawns, these are the pawn island. So many pawn island isolated pawns for black, whereas connected and well managed pawn for white. This must be winning for white. If just go even after exchange of the rook, there might be winning, but you have to keep the rook as this is opposite color bishop. So I don't prefer for exchange. Maybe he could simply push the pawn and go and grab the pawn on the b7. That will be again winning another pawn, maybe winning the game as well. But still, the players are very okay. Just pushes the pawn on the b3, giving up the pawn. Now I think he will just go and capture this pawn. I don't think he should push this pawn. There must be c3 that should be played. No sound. No sound. Okay, let me check. Let me check. Let me check, guys. White will win with correct play, I guess. Yes, White must win with correct play. But now, as Suez Bandari is not that much mature player, he's somehow is in the learning phase, whereas Mission Dahal is experienced and mature player. So maybe he will have some advantage with that. Suez is continuously doing some mistake. He had the winning position time and again. He is doing some mistake. Guys, I'll be back again. Keep watching. Coming back. And there we are, the one I was thinking that is going to happen. As I said, you guys, this is going to be, as I said, that's going to be happening. Yeah, big fan, Sajan Adhikari. Thank you, Sajan. A lot of viewers. The one I was saying, you guys, went down, then this happened. Look at this. The winning position for white is going to be losing now, and that is what going to happen. Giving up all the pawns. Suez playing brilliantly. Now have to satisfy with the loss of the game. Okay, let me check. Why is coming more sound? Let me check. Let me check. Lightning is very much more, so I will just manage to have less light in my room. Okay, okay. Suez, very sad for Suez. He had brilliant played game. Now going to be losing the game. Wow, what a comeback by Mission. The Hull comeback and lucky. It must be lucky enough he won. He will be winning. He will not be making any mistake now, as he made in the earlier opening where he had given up a piece. He had to give up a piece, not given up a piece. He had to give up a piece. That's the reason. So maybe let's take it out. The another game that's going on, guys. Two more games. Two games are going on. So it's Razat Dawadi versus Rian. Both are playing with the. Looks like this is good move. Okay, looks like this is good position for White. Here, what do you think? White will be winning or still? Susil's sir help. Still unsure. Susil sir help. Umanga Pokrel. What happened, Umanga? Umanga Pokrel. What happened? So is it fine or not? So let me put it side by side. What do you think will happen? Maybe I like the position for white rather than black over here. Look at the king on the e6. This is very weak. He is trying for some pawn to be pushed, but that will not make any sense. He might go for this pawn push, but there is check, and maybe he'll just go and capture. No, before that he just keep check, and just I think he just can capture the pawn itself, capture and check. Nothing is going to be happening here for black. Here, this check is not possible as queen is guarding out. So why is giving check on the c5? He could just go and capture the pawn out here. Again, there is queen check and just go and capture the pawn. No matter if you push the pawn, there will be. What are they playing? I was talking about previous game. Yes. In the previous game that ended up with black to win, of course, I knew that's going to be black winning as there is mission with the comeback, capturing all the piece with the queen coming up next. You can see up the guys. He had given up a piece in the very opening. Swiss was very lucky to win the piece. He was playing brilliantly, but doesn't manage to win the game. That's very sad for him, and completely lost the game in the end game. Look at this position where he captured the piece for free, and then after at this position, this is fine. I don't know why is pushing the pawn. Is it not? Is it necessary to push the pawn? That was not necessary. Rook coming up, and rook is coming to the b8. Maybe he's not letting white to capture the pawn, but knight coming to e5, and then after pawn push. This was not necessary. Why you are just going and pushing the pawn? Just goes and rook coming out here. Sorry, queen coming to the b5 attacks the rook, and then after here is the blunder that was played by mission, that is just capturing of the pawn. This is the blunder move, and that was played by mission where he just captured, and after rook captures and bishop comes out there. That's very sad for the player. So let me check it out. The another round is to start. 10-minute break. Is that 10-minute break? So in the meantime, maybe I would like to join. I am not in the game. So I would like to join. I am not in the game. Umanga Pokrel, if you had not filled up the form, if you had not made it made the entry fee or payment registration, if you have not done, then you are not able to join now. I think it's already over. So there is 10-minute break. Maybe some. In the meantime, we will show the game, some of the games. We have Purushottam Silva playing with Mol Wagle, e4, e5, e4, e5, 9, f3, d6. Oh, goes for Scots game, captures, queen captures. Okay, queen captures. Is it good with the capturing of the queen? Maybe knight will come up, but there is bishop coming to the b5. That's the idea when knight is coming up. So bishop captures, giving up the bishop for two piece. Giving up the bishop to for two isolated pawns here. Giving up the bishop for isolated pawns. Sorry, isolated pawns. But white is having an advantage of bishop here. Now he might go for longside castle. If black goes for castle, there will be attack with the rook g1. Bishop coming out there, castles long. Knight castle captures. Knight coming to d5. Looks like this is very good move for white. Now the queen is attacked, pawn is attacked, queen check is there, but castles, and there is a mistake that was played by black. You just gave up the rook. Not exactly, but yes, this is giving up by extents. Not exactly the rook, but giving up by extents. If you do not capture the queen, if you capture the queen, the knight will be hanging. If you do not capture, I will just go and capture the rook. So both is fine. Okay, that is also good. Bishop coming out there. How did it end up with the win? Rook extends as black is already sorry white is already two pawn up, so white is happy to what is this? What is this? Knight coming to e3. Anmol Wagle. Anmol Wagle playing not so good. He was playing good, but at the end it ended up with giving up a piece for free. That's what happens in the beginner. So that what happens, guys. So this is what happening when you play good. Some experience is needed, and let me check. what's going in the room. Let me show you what's going in the room as well and what the players are communicating out there. Hello? Hello? So because of some reason, some player have not joined and we're not about not and player didn't able to join. Of course, some player didn't able to play. That's the reason here are some player didn't able to play. That's the reason here we had some 10-minute break. And once everything will be fine, next round there will be around 2 to 3 minutes break only, maybe for some analysis of the game. One round have already completed. Here some of the player didn't came. We already saw the game of Mission Dahal. Let's see the game of Prisadikari, another competitor going for the who will be going who will be going for the winner. He is the competitor of winner. So d4, d5, queen's game, and goes Kisadikari goes for London. Variation goes for knight to c6. Maybe he could just go for c6 and then he could develop knight to d7. Bishop can come to the bishop to g4, knight to d7. That could be playable position. Knight to c6. I don't like knight to c6, but this is also fine. Knight to c6 in London system. Still, it's fine, but the pawn on c7 will always be attacked with the bishop. He have to bring up the e6 and have to come to the bishop to d6. However, this is fine. Bishop coming to d6. Can you see the Angel Mohorzen game in the next round? Yes, we can see. We can see in this round itself. We'll see. We'll see the game. Okay, what was that? Queen coming out and then after pawn push, giving up a piece for free. What is this? Dia Shrestha. Opening is good enough. Players are playing good enough opening, but they are blundering. They are giving up a piece for free. They are giving it for free, guys. So no need to see the game after this. It's already over. So bishop captures and then after queen attacks. So it's almost over, giving up the queen itself. So I don't need to see this game again. This is over. We have three more games. Let's see the game of Ansel Mohorzen. What has happened in our game? Okay, C won a game with Ansu Magar. So, okay, let's see the game what was happening in Anzal Maharjan. Here goes it transfers to Sicilian game. So some reaction out there with the small kids reaction. That's very funny. H5 was played by Black. Isn't that some aggressive move? H5 coming up immediately. Goes for castle. Then Angel Moharjan, do not worry what happens with the H5. He might go with the H4 and go for the G3, but Angel Moharjan is not afraid of this pawn to be pushed. Knight coming to d7, knight coming to c3, pawn push, captures, and he just gave up the pawn. Ansu Moharjan just gave up the pawn for free. And this is not good enough. He's just pushing up the pawn, giving up a pawn for free. Even pawn is just capturing of this pawn. So there could be like knight capture of the pawn on d5. That would be more good. But pawn capture is also fine. Knight coming out there. Maybe you'll just push the pawn and just try for some attack out here. Go for pawn push, captures with the queen. Knight coming back, pawn push again, bishop coming out there. Lot of error for black that is played, and Angel will win this immediately. This is going to be so many error for black. As you can see, there is no piece development, there is no castle. The pawns are only movement that's going on. So we can see this is winning already for white. So I don't think this need to be much more that need to be explained. But how the game ended, we will see that one. So just give up the queen as well. Lot need to be a lot that need to be learned by Hansu mother. So you can go for some opening or some classes where you can learn for this one. A lot of mistake by Hansu Mahajan. So I request everyone to at least go for some classes, or you can learn in YouTube as well. You can take help from some national players or some of your well learned player. Okay, next round is about to start, guys. So we'll see the next round. Okay, the next round. Here we have the next round. We have Bishwas versus Bishwas is not it online. Bishwas is not it online. So we'll see the another game. We have Tejas Atal versus Gion Shrestha. Gion Shrestha versus Tejas Atal. Tejas Atal is white. Sorry, Tejas Atal is bad. Black. Sorry, not bad. It's black. Will he go for fried liver attack? Maybe he could go for fried liver attack, but he didn't go. So it's the symmetrical position that going to happen if pawn was pushed. Pawn push, knight comes out there. Goes for castle. Bishop is coming to g5 immediately, and bishop have to go back to the e7. Otherwise, have to. What is this move? I don't like the player moving the piece twice in the opening. That's very bad. When you move up the piece twice in the opening, that is of no use. He just played bishop coming to c4 and just goes for bishop to b5. Was that necessary moving up the piece twice? Yes, you are attacking the knight when you are going to capture the pawn, but that doesn't make any sense. You just go and capture the knight. It will, of course, make the isolated pawns, but immediately after pawn push, it will just not make black go any wrong. Maybe you'll just go for rook coming out here. Here, white could again go for trying with the pinning of the knight and can create some threat, but that's not what happening. Tejas Atal simply protect it out. So yeah, white also prevents the pinning of the knight. Okay, now I think it's fine. So let's see. What do you think will happen, guys? Okay, some of the viewers had said we'll be looking at the game of Angel Maharjan. Angel Maharjan won the very first game, and we are going to see the next game that's between Angel Maharjan versus Ria Shrestha. Okay, Ria is already winning a piece. Let me check what was happened. E4, E5 was played, knight to F3, knight to C6, bishop C4, knight F6, knight G5, D5, E into D5, knight into D5. What a brilliant played by Ria. That is also well played by Angel because both of them know about this opening. Pawn captures and knight captures is not the good move. Here, knight to a5 is the only move that is accurate for black. Knight to a5, and then after bishop check, pawn push, pawn captures. The game could continue with pawn push, pawn captures, and then after bishop either can go to the d3, or first then go for queen to f3, then bishop comes to the d7, bishop comes back to either to d3 or even to e7. That could be played, but here knight captures is not that good move, and then after knight goes to the f7, right lever attack is here. Right lever attack, then after queen to d7 was played. The only move was king captures the knight, and they will come up with the queen f3 check. That could be continuing. So am I online in Facebook? I'm getting some calls, so let me end up with yeah. That will just disturb the streaming. So let me check. So fried liver attack. Let's go for king captures the knight, and queen can come to the f3. King have to go and protect the knight, and then might come with the either knight coming to the c3. Then after knight comes to the b4. That could be the continuation of fried liver attack, but here queen goes to the d7, and that's completely winning for white, as you are winning a piece and this is winning of course for white. Black don't have any. Black is trying for some tricks with mating threat, but that's of no use. Yes, of course your opponent is also playing good enough, so you didn't need, you will not get any chance. Knight will come back, then maybe knight will come back, or if knight comes back, then after knight bishop can come, sorry, bishop can be attacked. So that can be possible, but this is winning for white. So Angel, you are losing. So Dia will be winning the game. So let me check it out. What's going out here? Let me check the game of breakout room. So everything is fine. Look at the players that's coming up. I'm muted in Zoom, so it's fine. So guys, it's fine. It's fine. So let me show only hide non-video participants. What is this? So Angel Maharjan is losing the game. We have the game of June Shrestha versus Tezel Atal. Tezel Atal. Keep watching, guys. I'll be back in a second. I'm getting a call. Maybe it's important, so I'll be coming back. So keep watching, guys. Okay, some comments are out here. You versus Agamator. Okay, I think it will be it's very far from. In maybe I'll reach out there. We have only 1K subscriber and he have more than 1 billion million subscribers. So will that happen? Maybe one day we'll be having. So guys, if you have not liked the streaming, please hit the like button. We have a lot of number of viewers, but less number of likes. So hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button, guys, if you have not done. Many viewers watching, and do not forget to like so that it will reach more number of viewers and they will be coming to watch the video. Here black is trying with the trick either to come with the queen checkmate, but knight is guarding up, so it's not possible. Now here white is winning up by an extends. What a brilliant move by white. Tejas is black here. Let's see how the game was continued. Petrov was played here, and then after symmetrical position, bishop is coming. I didn't like the position when bishop was played to the b5, giving some advantage, a tempo move for. Okay, then here is the moment where blacks just gave up a pawn for free. So maybe he could go for queen capture, but still that's not good enough. Knight captures the pawn, and then after knight comes back. That's not good. Maybe he could just try with the rook coming to the e8, and then he could go for pawn push, but immediately pawn push was losing the game. Bishop was back. Then now here black will have to give up the exchange. Okay, what's happening here? Let me check. So maybe we'll see the game of former Nepal champion daughter as well, and I I got to know she's also playing up. Nelisa Oza, she have just started playing up, so maybe okay. She has lost her game though. No matter how she plays, she has just started the game, and it's very good to see former Nepal champion daughter is also playing out here. Sindhira Joshi's daughter Nelisa Oza is also playing. S3 was the first move played by White, and d5 was played not bad. S3 is not so good enough, that should be played. Pawn move, and that was replied by d5. That's of course taking up the center, but after that White is also able to take up the center. Bishop comes there, captures. No matter, even pieces are developed, that means black have black have the knowledge of development of piece, castle, and of course at least White comes back. What is this necessary? Maybe he could just go and capture the pawn, or he can not, sorry, not capture the pawn. Here bishop is guarding, but here bishop coming to b5 immediately goes for capturing of the rook. So we are just weighing up the game. So that's no matter Nelisa. What is this going on? Knight coming to f3, knight again coming to e5. White is planning for draw or what? What do you think? This is going to be draw? Knight comes back again to f3. Knight goes to the h4. Here knight could come up here, but bishop comes again. So pawn push is possible though. Rook coming out there. Knight coming to f3. So many times knight coming to f3. That's very bad. The way that you play here, bishop is given for free, and that is what black just blunder. Otherwise, it was fine for black as well. It could be playable position, but now this is of course losing of a piece, losing of a game. It looks like good enough. Nelisa learning by herself, learning by her game is going to at least grow up very soon, like her mother, who was former Nepal champion Sindhira Joshi. She will be Nepal champion one day very soon. So we will be seeing up the game that's going on in Jion versus Tejas. What is this? Black managed to have this position. How is it possible? Okay, just going for capturing of the pawn, and then after pawn captures the bishop and queen capture. Looks like black managed to have very good position now, but will black be going for check check? But here queen is just protecting the g2 square, so it will not be draw. Of course this will be winning for white, as white have an exchange up, but we cannot say. At least this must be somehow playable position for black. National online school chess tournament. All the players are connected with the video. All are guarded by the arbiters. Number of arbiters. There we have the one we were talking up, Sindhira Joshi, daughter, after completion. So Rook versus two pawns. Black managed to have good position now, where black had already won up the exchange, but now black will having some good position. Bishop will go back to the d6. Think so. Bishop d6. There will be rook coming to the e1. How would he continue? How would he play? For guys, who do you think will be winner of today's national online chess tournament? It will be either Purushottam Silwal, as you said before, or some other player. There are so many players with the 2100 rated. We have Mishin Dahal here. We have Kusal Bilwasit 2000 rated. We have Chris Bachon. I don't know who is he, but We have Gautam as well. Many more. We have Riya Shrestha, daughter of former Nepal champion Keshav Shrestha, and many more. Five more rounds to go, but still the winner is unknown for us. Again, guys, whoever is watching, please hit the like button if you have not done it. We are showing the game of Tejas Atal, where Tejas managed to go to the good game. All the female will be in one room. That would be good enough. So will black be able to have some advantage? Rook is on the a8. So because of this rook on the a8, black is not getting any advantage. So black will have to bring up the rook somehow into the game to have some manners. Well, good game. Maybe he will push the pawn out here. Will that make any sense? No, he just attacks the rook. But what if I go to the rook to the c3, just capturing of the pawn? It cannot be protected by any means. So white will be winning the piece. But now coming to the f3 doesn't make any sense. Just pawn push. I think the only move that will be winning might be rook to c3, immediately capturing of the pawn that can be protected by any other means. So maybe white will just go and capture of the pawn. Okay, guys. So let me. Wow, wow, we got 1.3, 1.13. That means 1,130 subscriber. That was the today's goal, and we got it before the goal started. National online chess tournament is going on. So yeah, black pawn is captured. Black managed to bring up the rook to the e8, but he just gave up a pawn for free. So white, I think, will be winning after exchange of the rook. Black have some threats with the king side pawns, but the pawns are at the 7th rank and 6th rank, where white pawns are already on the 4th position. That's nearly to the 6th and 7th rank, and go to the 8th rank as well. Maybe you'll just go for check and go for attack out here. King coming up, you will keep just go for check, or you'll go for pawn push check. What can be played? Pawn push check was played. Black can have some threat with pawn push again. If pawn push king comes here, there will be check, and then after pawn push is not possible. Okay, king comes there again, rook check. King goes to the h7. No, it just captures the pawn. Yeah, but pawn push was the necessary move that needed to be played, but that was not played by black. Now already 2 pawns down, so this will be, of course, winning for white. Black could have managed to at least go for draw, but now it's very hard for him. So room 3. So what happened? What happened? Let me check. Okay, the video is fine now. If it's working fine for everyone, guys, keep watching. How many viewers have don't have Tarush, don't have the video there? So breakdown room. This is Ottal. What is this? Black winning a rook for free? There was bishop check and again capturing of the rook. What has happened? It's going to be very, very bad. What is this? Capturing of the piece? Oh my god. What a comeback by white. There was again bishop check and just capturing another rook. And now here black can simply capture the pawn, completely winning for black now. Guys, this is what happening. Somehow winning for white, somehow winning for black means that's going to be very, very much interesting. So maybe this will be completely winning now for black. We will see another game, I think. Or will black make any mistake now? I don't think black is going to be making any mistake as the pawns are running up. The passers are there already. There will be no pawn push. You'll just capture the pawn. Maybe there will be some threat with pawn push, but that doesn't make any sense. So, so this is going to be win for, of course, win for win. No, what is this? Okay, this is fine. The king, there is pin, so this is fine pawn pushed. If there was no pin, then pawn push would create some threat for black, but now as there's pin, so this is not. King coming up to the c6. If you just capture the pawn, pawn captures. Then after pawn push might create some threat, but what happens? Just push us. This pawn is pushed. I'll just give up the rook for you, and I will be winning the game. But will that make will that create some threat for black? Pawn push, rook check, king goes there. So that will not be possible as capturing of the rook. As pawn capture, there will be queen coming up. So Tejas with the black pieces, will he be going for some win or not? I think he could just go for pawn push out there with the f4. And if he just pushes the pawn, king coming to e6 is also possible. Pawn push, I'll go for pawn push. Rook check, I'll just bring up my king to the b7. So no, I don't like this position. I don't like this move. I can just bring my bishop to the d8. Okay, d8 was the brilliant move other than bishop coming to d6. If d8, you have to capture the rook. So this is losing. I just exchange the rook and this is losing. Bishop check, just move up the pawns. No need to give the check, just move up the pawns. That's enough for you. Yeah, he just do it, and this is winning. Yeah, this is winning for black. Let's see another game, guys. Two more games. Two games are left. One is of Chris Adhikari. Chris Adhikari brilliantly played. Chris Adhikari from Zappa is going to win this game most probably. Let's see what was happened. Goes for park defense. And there we go. That's the main line that's played as the year. Maybe knight to d7 is also played where. Okay, this is already over. Chris Adhikari winning the game. So here we are, knight to d7 and c5 is also played, but even e5 is also fine. There is no any. The problem where white just played coming knight to g5, giving this knight coming on g5. No matters what is coming up, but you didn't have to move a piece when you are playing in the opening. That's played twice. That's of not any necessary move. You are just moving up a piece for twice, and that's not necessary. Giving up a piece here, what a brilliantly played by Chris Adhikari. Just move up the knight, and he knew bishop is just guarding up the knight. That was on g5. Attacks the bishop. Black just attacks. White didn't care of it, and black just captured. Pawn captured and queen captures the knight. And brilliantly captured. What a brilliant played by Chris Adhikari. Chris Adhikari is also I think he is also professional player, or maybe he knows how to play. He have played many tournaments, I think, so he's experienced player, so he can win this game. Yeah, attacks the So queen is trying to be extend, but simply captures the rook, and another rook is captured, and there is mate. What a play by Chris Adhikari! I didn't find any mistake of him. So his play is good enough. 3 more minutes. 3 minute. Okay, why 3 minute? Mate, at least go for 1 minute or 2 minute grape. So second round have completed. So here we have Tejas Atal winning 2 of 2, Kusal Bilbasi 2 of 2, Pushpam Silval 2 of 2, Grips Babchan 2 of 2, Equa, and Miraz Thapa with 2 of 2, Ria Swister 2 of 2, Purnima Gurung with the 2 of 2, Chase Dahal 2 of 2. As we are having, as there was 10-minute break earlier, now there is 3-minute break. Now there will be more or less as the arbiter and some other some team members managing how to managing the video. I think, yeah, about yeah, that's fine. Yeah, about 2 minutes. So two rounds are over. 5 more rounds to go. Maybe, guys, who do you think whose game you want to see? Comment in the chat box. We will be showing you that game that's coming up next. Here we have Bianca is not online or what? Yeah, she's not online. She he or he. I don't remember her name. So we are requested every players to at least write their own leeches ID with their name. That will make us to comment. So Bianca is here. So guys, let's see. If I join the game, that will be that will be like I'm just going to play the game, and the organizer will kick me out of this team. It's so enjoying the game, so I'll not be doing that. So there are top 10 prizes, and first prize I think first prize is I think 3,000. 3,000 that will be given to one of the kid and will be winning. Who will be winning the game? So round three have started. Let's see the game of Ria itself. Ria knows the opening, goes for Italian game, bishop coming to c4. Maybe we'll go for knight to c6 or knight to knight to f6 or knight to c6. Yeah, just go for d4. Wow, trio, trio, dup, trio dup. Goes for sacrifice of the bishop. Wow, he knows the line. Queen coming to h5 and just grabbing up the bishop back. Ria didn't feel of this move. Ria, see, don't know this move. Just capture the bishop back. Bishop coming to f7. That is a common trap played by white when you come bishop immediately and the c5. So I thought knight coming to c6 is coming up. Either knight to f6 was played. Then that could be somehow good position. That would be somehow playable position. But immediately when bishop coming to c5, white knew a trap that is played of d4, and he just immediately played it. Black captured, and then after bishop captures on the f7. What was that? That was immediate trap that was played by white. Now black have to suffer. Bishop is coming to f5. I think bishop f5 maybe coming up, but maybe he will try to extend up. Will that make any sense? Or will he just go for some castle and try for some attack in the future? But look at this position. I like the position of white very good enough. Why is queen coming back? So 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 guys, let me see what's going in the video as well. Keep watching, guys. it's fine in the video, so we can see the players playing out there, we can see all the players, we can see Rivas playing, we can see all other players playing, we can see so many players playing, we can see Semanth playing and many more. Prabhakar Sedai, Angel Moharjan also playing out there, having fun. Small kid, look at this, let me pin her face, look at the small kid playing out there. So she went off. So this is another kid playing out there. So you can see a lot of kids playing out. Their age is not that much big, but they are playing brilliantly. They are here. We have Lux playing out. We have Semanth also playing. Semanth is here playing, so we can see his face. Sorry. So let's go back to the gallery view and just remove all the pins. So here we are. We'll just try to remove non-video participations so that we can see only those who have the video. Like me, I don't have video in the Zoom. So guys, what do you think will happen over here? Of course, white have good position. Here we can see white already winning a piece. So this going to be winning. Xavier, hi sir, Xavier. Xavier, okay, the famous person all over the world. Xavier, you are famous everywhere. How you came to be that much famous, Xavier? You managed to go everywhere. Or there are a lot of IDs that being handled by Xavier, or so knight captures the pawn. Black is trying to come back, but will black manage to do that or not? So this is only the tournament for school level tournament. So guys, many kids are playing in Nepal as well. That's very good for us. You can see we can see the kids are participating, and we also see more than 300 participation on the board game. So will white manage to win this game? What do you think? Winning a piece, will he manage to win the game? He had very good position. He managed to come up with the, let me check, this is the brilliant move where he knew that he is going to capture the pawn. If he do not capture the pawn, bishop goes back, then maybe we'll just go and capture the pawn and have a pawn up, but this captured, and then after bishop coming to f7. That's the trap, and that what falls for black. And black king is very vulnerable over there. Black king doesn't have any squares. Pawn push check, king goes out there, knight check. Maybe here queen could simply go and capture the knight and just capture the, so that was possible, but king goes back, and then after piece was gone. Knight captures, then after knight goes there, simply protecting everything, and then after winning up pawns, captures, knight check, bishop coming out, rook check, and again attacks. What happened if pawn is pushed here? If pawn push, maybe the bishop will come back out here, but knight coming out there, then after rook is captured again, bishop captures. So this is two pieces down for black. So this is completely winning for white. So I will not say it's completely winning for white, though as we know, anything can happen in their game. But Rio is playing brilliantly, so I don't think he will make any mistake. So we'll see another game that's going on between Purushottam Silval versus Chris Adhikari. Purushottam Silval winning already with a piece, I think. Yeah, Purushottam Silval is winning here with a piece. He is Here e4 was played and Chris Adhikari with the black piece again goes for park defense. D4, knight coming to f6 attacks the pawn, knight to c3 protects the pawn, g6 was played. Again, bishop to g7 that is going to be played. That's the main line in the park defense. That is a classical variation that is played. And mostly here knight to d7 and c5 or even e5 both is played. But knight to c5 is played by black. I don't know if it's also good enough. But that's not so bad. But I prefer knight coming to d7 and just go for c5 or e5. Knight comes to the d5 and that's immediately pinning of the knight. Here this rook comes to d6, protects the pin, knight captures the pawn, and rook comes out there, pawn push. The rook attacks the knight. Oh, it's not the piece down but a pawn down. Maybe I can just go and capture the no, that's not good. I'll just go and capture the knight and bishop captures bishop, and there will be or he can try for bishop capture, but that's not good as knight coming to d5 would lead a strong knight coming to the center and again a threat that is attacking the bishop, and of course that's coming with the knight coming to d7. So I prefer capturing of the knight and not the bishop. So winning a pawn is not winning a game. Chris Adhikari taking a long time to at least think which piece need to be captured, either knight or bishop. Yeah, I just go and capture the knight. So that's fine. Will Purushottam Silva manage to win this game? He have already managed to win a pawn where knight captures on c7 was played and he managed to win a pawn. But will he manage to win the game? We will see. What would white go now? He will just of course come to the rook to d1, rook a to d1, go for double of the rook in the same open file and of course will try to win this game. But here when rook comes to the d1, a rook is not coming to d1 as bishop was attacking the pawn, so he comes with the f rook first and he will go for rook to d2 and may try with the coming up the another rook into the game and of course to win this game. Open rook file. Black do not have that much open rook file as white, as pawn is protecting the pawn is blocking the open rook file for black, whereas white have the open rook file as nothing is any piece is not blocking the square for rook. So let's see another game that's going on here. Ria just resigned. So yes, of course, Triog Triog Dup won the game. So let me see, guys. Let me see another game. Which game do you want to see? We will see the game of Purnima Gurung. Purnima Gurung versus Miraj Thapa. Purnima Gurung capturing on the pawn on the b2 is not good enough. That is not good enough when a king is just open. So let me see. So here goes for Royal Lopez in the game by white. Goes for normal position. Maybe here this pawn capture was also enough. You could just go and capture off the pawn. He didn't go for it. Sorry, C didn't go for it. Just capturing of the pawn would be possible, but even that's fine. But capture is now played. Pawn push, bishop come back, knight coming to h5. I don't like knight coming to h5. Why do you coming knight to h5? This diagonal bishop is very good for you. When you try to exchange, you are playing your bishop to g7. Then you have to keep the bishop on the bishop, which is this is diagonal bishop, and this is very important for black. Either it's for black or white. Even you play for some thing like g3 and go for bishop to g2, then this bishop on g2 need to be protected or you will be having some attack that's coming up. After here queen coming to d2, pawn push captures, capture, bishop captures. So look at this position, bishop captures and pawn capture was there. That is not good enough. You are just opening up your king, queen is coming up, rook is coming up, everything is just everything is open for rook check, goes there, check, goes there, check, and just goes there. If you just can attack the knight, then it's already winning for you. Maybe rook coming out here and rook check is also over. So, but maybe after that he will try for some trick with the rook coming out here, but that doesn't make any sense. I'll just capture the rook and then capture the pawn and just capture the knight as well. Purnima already in danger after capturing with the pawn on the d, captures an f5. So Miraj Thapa will be having Okay. So here we are. We can see the video as well. Let me check it out if it's working. Let's show the non-video participation as well. We have student Morgan and the Morgan out there. Every viewers, every okay. Student Purush Race. Guy. What is played? Attacks the queen. Let's go for capture. Queen check. Queen coming back. Again protecting the g7. Purnima trying to at least protect the g7 square. Queen check goes. That's the only move that can be played, and there is checkmate coming up with the f7. If you bring up the rook out here, then it's over. It's over. So there is no way black can protect. You are making your opponent. You are making your opponent come attack me, opening up your king, and of course that will make you lose the game for sure. So there is the game that's completed. So it's over. That's resigned. So Bishwas versus Kusal Belwase. Kusal Belwase is at good position out here. Rook is hanging, but maybe this could be winning. How it can be winning? Looks like winning position for black. Just need to protect the rook and either queen jack. You cannot capture the pawn as there is back rank problem. Back rank problem. Rook cannot be here uplifted as again there is queen checkmate. So that's the problem that black is having up. White has so many isolated pawns, so it's not so good position for white as white is already a pawn down though, but this is of course having some good position for black. The pawn is okay, this is check, king have to go on the either on d1 or on the g2 and then can be defended with the h6 and then rook can come up with there. Then this position is of course winning for black. So here white can go for capturing of the pawn. Is it necessary to defend the pawn? I don't think that's necessary defending of the pawn. So just go and push up the pawn. If we just capture, I will just go and bring up the rook, and there will be check, and there will be checkmate coming up next with the queen check. If we just go and capture up the pawn, so coming up here, rook coming out here, trying for some attack with rook check, and similarly with some threat with just going for queen coming out here, just capturing up the pawn. Or if you just go and capture the pawn, I just go and give the check, and that will be checkmate. So what do you think will happen? It be winning for will it be winning for black or white? So okay, he just captures the pawn. Now black is thinking of what will happen. Two rounds have completed. It's the third round, and let's see what's going in the. Okay, Chris Adhikari lost the game. Lost in time, not lost the game. He lost a pawn, but managed to have. Sorry. Managed to have some positional advantage, some position that can be playable, but he couldn't manage to go for. So this could be Droy's position out there. But here, both pawn are attacked. But yeah, after capturing of one of the pawn, that is losing for black. So that's the reason here. Black took the time and got lost the game. So in the meantime, here here is white winning two pawns. Kusal Belvase do not know what to do, what to play next. Maybe you'll just go for check enough here. Check, and will that make any sense? Check, and what will be white playing off check? Just attacks the queen. Just go and attack the queen, and that can be playable. Kusal in time pressure and doesn't know what he is going to do next. He just goes for rook to come into e4, and if you go queen coming to g3, that will be immediate blunder as there is rook g4 coming up next, and you will lose up the queen for the. Okay, please turn on the camera. This was. So here pawn pushed. What a move that's coming up next. Rook check, and then after queen check is trying up either this check or this check, both is possible. So will he go for. So this is going to be very interesting. Kushal taking his time how to win this game. He's planning to win this game, but it's very hard for him now to win this game as he have only 47 seconds left in his clock. But he should win this game. He do not need to worry. He's pawn down as there is rook check. Maybe in future he just can play this capturing of the pawn that's possible up there, and pawn will be equal. You can go for then after you can go for. Here immediately pawn cannot be captured as there is rook being hanging out. And if you go for queen check, then there will be again a blunder that will be played. So I think the pawn can be pushed out here. Pawn if pushes, then yeah, it's late. Live streaming is late. त्यो पूर्णिमाको म्याचमा त्यो पूर्णिमाको म्याचमा क्याप्चर गर्यो भने फरक थियो. Okay, where it was? Let me check. Let me check the game of Purnima as well. Okay, let's see. Pawn push, bishop comes, knight coming to h4, captures, captures, bishop coming, capture. Didn't see where is the fork coming up next. As this is already over, there is nothing that can be placed. Where is the fork for? I don't see any. Knight captures, bishop captures. As this is already bad position when he just captured and then pawn push. Just opening up your king by yourself, as you don't need to open your king. You have to just try to defend your king, as king is the only piece that you need to protect. So here queen captures b2, rook check goes there, rook check, queen check, and then after queen to e6, e5, sorry, rook coming out there, then rook captures. Then after this is over for, yeah, this is over. Reverse rest, yes, the live streaming is late as it need to be late. Bishop capture, bishop. Okay, bishop capture, bishop, rook captures, second rook. I didn't see, or I'm not able to see. I'm not able to judge where you were saying up. Bishop coming back. Glass. Miss. Okay, maybe here you were saying a bishop captured bishop. Bishop captured bishop. Rook capture rook. Rook capture second rook and fork. There is no rook capture. So this is not. Bishop capture bishop. Rook captures. Okay, you. I think you were just saying of that. This is this is the move. Yes, yes. This could be, yeah. That if rook captures, then it will be. But the thing here, the mistake is that you are just giving up the bishop first, and you are going with the f5. Yes, rook capture was not possible out there. You are just moving up the knight, just giving up the diagonal bishop. The mistake was here, and just move up the pawn with the f5. That's the reason that the mistake that came up. Here immediately rook capture was not possible as g4 was there. Yes, rook will be there will be double attack, not the fork. There will be double attack, and Biswas wins the game with losing of the queen. Here pawn push. Okay, the pawn need to be captured out here. There is no other way you can go and capture. If you go and capture with the queen, then rook captures. Black have still a good position though, losing up 2 pawns, but now it's over for black. It's already over for black. So let's see game, guys. One game is left where we have 3 of 3 creeps. What's the name of creeps? Okay. Just getting a couple calls. See what's the, let me confirm the name of uh, so one game is left, guys, and we have Sampurna playing with Hriday. Hriday d4 d5. Sampurna is white, and still bishop coming to d3, just trying for some d6, trying to extend the bishop, just capture with the pawn. This looks like good position for white. How did white lost? Okay, just capture the pawn as well. Knight captures, queen captures. Sampurna in the winning position, captures, pawn push, rook comes out there, win capture. So where is the mistake that is played by Sampurna? Knight check. So rook check. So no, what is this? Okay, this is fine. Sampurna. Okay, Sampurna is in good position out there. Okay, here is the move that Sampurna just played where he just gave up the queen for free. What you are playing, guys? You are just giving up the piece for free, and I don't like that move. You are just giving up the piece for free. Like maybe the queen was coming out here and the d3 that is just that is just the mouse sleep that happened. Or he might think of its mate that's going to be happen after queen check and the capture of the pawn. But you are just giving up the queen and that immediately have very bad position after giving up the queen as you didn't have queen on the board and there is no immediately checkmate. Neither you are getting the queen back. That means you are losing the game. Knight check. Knight goes to the f7. Knight check. Okay, queen is back here. Okay, this is the theoretical thing that you need to know. Defending the piece that is defending anything, you need to remove the guard. So here the guard of knight to c6 was the knight itself. So knight coming to f7, giving up a knight for free. Knight captures, knight check, and then after knight captures, the pawn push. Knight still the piece down. So you cannot do anything. Just go for pawn push, captures the pawn. Okay, looks like white is trying to at least go for a draw, but that's not possible. What will he play? Just take the waiting move. Just take the waiting move with the knight to s3. That was winning. Just make knight to s3 and just move up the king later on. That's enough. You could win the game. As the king cannot come to the g1 and it's over. So that was not played. Again, there will be knight check coming up next. So it could be now. What will he be playing up? Again, there will be knight check coming up. So king can come to the g4. So again, knight check is coming up. Sampurna trying to draw the game. Again, knight check will be coming up. Black will have to play. Okay, this ended with draw. What a game that's happening, guys. You could simply win the game. You look at this position. Look at this position. King goes up here. Knight coming to s3. There is no other square. Knight can play. Knight have to play something. Knight have to play. Knight can go check, and then king come to the f3. Knight have to go somewhere. And I think this could be immediately winning after rook either coming to the e3, knight goes back and king come to the g3, or even knight could be played where king can come to the g3 and that could be winning, of course. So just take the waiting move. If you do not know the idea of waiting move, that will end up that what happened. Lucky for Sampurna where he managed to draw the game. Mohan Shrestha is at number one. Similarly, we have 3 of 3 with Mission Dahal. Similarly, we have 3 of 3 with Purushottam Silwal and many more. So, starting very soon, another game. Is it fine now? Hope it's fine now. Yeah, it's fine now. Okay, okay. I know what happened. Some connection issue or something like that. Knight on e5 is very good. Knight on e5, and black have to manage to remove this knight on the e5. How will he manage to remove the knight on e5? Will he just go and capture the knight? So that will still not be good enough for black, as if he just capture the knight, then there will be knight being attacked. So if you just capture, then pawn captures. So that's also not possible, as knight will be attacked and there will be huge attack coming on the h7. Other than that, what can be, if knight comes on the e5, I will just capture with the knight. If it just capture, I'll be winning a pawn. So planning for white is very simple. Rook is coming out here, and okay, he just captured. I don't like the position of black now. Maybe, what is this? Can I go for capturing of the pawn immediately? No, that's not possible, as there is knight coming back to the h6. That's the region. Immediately bishop capturing on the h7 is not possible. So what will white play? What is the planning? I like the position for white, but how would white continue to win this game? Rook coming to h3, attacks the pawn on the h7, attacks the knight. So only the move that can be played is knight coming to h6. Other than that, we'll lose either a pawn or a piece. If you move like h6, queen will simply capture the knight, and if you play like a move, then that will be simply winning for white. Let's see the game, what's going on Purushottam Silwal. So Purushottam Silwal already winning 2 pawns and completely winning the game. Another pawn is hanging and captures the pawn. Wow, Purushottam Silwal wins the game. The one who is going to win most probably here, e4 was not good move. E4, that's the bad move that was played by white in the opening itself, where white played, yeah, you are going to play the Catalan, but you are giving up a pawn. That's immediately with e4. Why you are giving up a pawn for e4? I don't know why he is giving up the pawn, and it is easily captured by black. So that's not how you should play when you play Catalan. Yes, if knight was not if knight was not attacking the pawn, you could simply either develop your piece, then you can go knight to d2, then you could go for e4, but that is not possible out there. Giving up a pawn that made him lose the structure, exchanging everything. Maybe at the end he could try for some tricks with just moving up the pawn with the f3. If he pushes the pawn, I will just capture the pawn, captures, and after king capture was possible, but he just moved up the king again, and then black was able to just push up the pawn. Every pawn was pushed, another pawn is attacked, simply captures the knight, and already winning a pawn, and you will be winning the game for sure. Yeah, that's fine. It's fine for push themselves while in the game. 15 more games are going on. Black trying to create some space for his bishop. If bishop will be open for black, then black will be managing to come back in this position, as the position is somehow better for white. But how would black continue if bishop comes to the c1? Bishop c1, will he go and capture the pawn, or if he just gives up the knight, it will be completely winning, I think, for white. What happens? Maybe that's Portugal. Maybe that's Portugal. So, guys, who do you think will be winner? It's Purstam Silva itself, or Mission Dahal, or someone else that's going up. They are both they are both talented players who are playing online continuously, of course, winning many games. Goes for the move g4. Okay, g4. Looks like black is coming up with the f5. That's why g4 is played out here. If f5, then he'll just capture, then after pawn captures. I don't like the move g4 though. He just goes for attack, but still g4. Yeah, g4, then d5 is still not possible. How would he continue? Maybe bishop is coming to c1, and that can simply go and capture the pawn, capture the knight. That could be more good. Let's see. In the meantime, let's see another game, guys. Gautam versus Biswas playing up there. Gautam versus Biswas. So who do you think here, Gautam? Have black have somehow good position out here? The pawns on the e4 and the pawn on the e3 is not that much good. Biswas black. Biswas have good position though, but how will he manage to win the game? Here, rook is attacked. Sorry. So guys, you can see the game of Gautam and this pawn is attacked now. Knight can simply capture the pawn. Maybe here bishop coming to g5 is also possible. Just okay, he just gave up the pawn. Can I capture the pawn with the bishop here? Bishop capture. If you just capture, I'll just capture with the pawn. If you capture the knight, I'll just capture the bishop. So I'm already a pawn up. Maybe that will make sense. But if you just capture here, I'll just capture the bishop. So this is also fine. If you capture with the knight, that is also fine. You are already a pawn up, so that's will make some sense winning a game. Bishop capture is the move that's going to happen, or you will be losing off a piece. Bishop capture, or you'll bring up the bishop to the g5. Bishop to g5 attacks the pawn. If you just capture, then after bishop capture, check, captures the queen and winning for you. So here in the game of Mission Dahal, he is not online. Maybe some internet connection for him. So Mission have to come back to at least Mission. Where are you? If you are in this room, so Sagar, Sagar. So pawn is pushed. Mission not online. That means some that can be very good for Milastapa. Will he? Okay, what happened? Sorry. Okay, mission is back. Mission is back. Pawn is pushed. He will just go and capture the pawn now, or he will not push up the pawn. I think that's not so good. Pushing up the pawn, will that make any sense? If pawn push, maybe knight can capture the pawn as well. That's also possible. Knight captures the pawn, and queen cannot come to the h5, as knight is just making the block is for the queen coming to the h5 and attacks on the h7. So that's the move that was pointing up. F5 that's coming up. So that's good for black. Black is trying to come back with his position. White has very good position, but I think white had good position, but now black come back with his position. Black, how to continue with the black, if he just capture the pawn. He can capture with the knight, he cannot capture with the rook, he can capture with the pawn, but of course the passed pawn will create some threat. So in the game of Gautam versus Bishwas, Bishwas is already winning a pawn. So what was happened? Let's see. Knight attack, queen comes there, knight comes there, queen coming out there, knight coming out there. Here, if he just go and capture the knight, I think he can just go and capture the knight. Simply if queen captures the pawn is also possible, but why not to capture the knight itself and win a piece if you just capture with the okay, you cannot capture with the you capture with the queen, I'll just capture this one, and if you capture with the queen still okay, if you capture with the queen, that could be okay. That could be blunder if you just go and capture the rook. Rook captures the knight. Looks like winning a piece, but if you capture with the queen, then after bishop capture, then there will be checkmate. That's coming up next. So that could be possible move. But even after this, you could simply capture with the bishop this pawn, not capture with the queen. If bishop capture, that would be immediately winning. But that didn't happen. Knight captures, bishop come back, and two pawns up. This could be winning for black. There was immediate winning after bishop captures the pawn, but he didn't play. He just captured with the queen, and that ended with the equal piece. But now, with the two pawn up, will black manage to win the game? Looks like black will be winning the game, but it's not that easy as that could be when bishop captures the pawn. So he just pushes the pawn on g5. The pawn is attacked now. How will defend? You can come with the queen to d2. Other than that, who can come to the g3? And to g3 is possible. Then after h4, h5 is coming up. That can be playable for white. But will he play? Yeah, he just plays a4, not the e4, giving up a pawn on the g5. Is why did he give up the pawn on g5? He just captured. Then after bishop capture and queen is coming to h5, but that is what will that make any sense as bishop is coming to h6 or even to h6 pawn push is also possible. So he just captures the pawn. If knight captures knight, then after bishop captures and queen to h5, look at this position, guys. Will queen to h5 make any sense? White has so good position now. White will be having some trouble. Will he go for rook to z3, or he'll just go for h4? What do you think will he play? Attacks the queen. Queen comes back. So let me check. So guys, I think this is good position for black now rather than white. White had so good position when he played g4, g5. Then I didn't feel that much good for. Look at this. This is how you need to play. You can see who is playing up, who is nearby you, and small kids playing up. So let's go back to the game. Rook, another rook is coming into the game. Rook coming into the game. So will that make any sense? So whenever this type of position comes up, there might be some threat with rook checkmate as well. If any problems occurs, if there is no sound, then kindly please say in the chat. So black winning a pawn, but white is having some attack on the king side. The threat is coming up. What happened to Gautam versus Biswas? Gautam is winning already, winning a queen. So Biswas, he should have resigned and gone, but he is not online. That means he have already resigned the game. So Gautam will be winning. Arav Gautam or Gautam is winning the game. So he's trying for some attack coming up next. Maybe he would have played. What can be played now? Playable position for white. Let's keep watching the game. I'll be back again in 1 minute. In few seconds, not in a minute. Keep watching, guys. Don't go anywhere. Okay, the game is over. What happened? Gives up the queen, gave up a piece and resigned by. Okay, I just went. What a planning that was made by white. Queen comes out here, attacks the bishop. As the pawn is pinned, rook coming to s3, and that was completely winning. How many participations are there? There are 55 players playing, and that's a huge number in the national online school level tournament. 50 plus playing in the online tournament, and all our kids. You can see in the image as well. I'm in only in a room, so there are 3 or 4 breakout rooms where the players have joined up with the video. So guys, it's going to be very good for all the players. That was somehow playable position. That was good position for a black, but the attack coming with the rook, and then after queen comes there, and this just didn't worry of that queen being captured. He didn't think of queen capturing the bishop, and that led him losing a piece, and that resigned. So let's see the game that's going on. We have Rian playing with Rian Rian 424 42542 playing with Shrestha Arias. So this is completely winning for white, I assume. So will he be resigning the game, or will he be playing the game for some stalemate position? Not sure. So let's check the another game that's going on out here. Simant Magar is playing with 50 seconds, whereas Nick Jane with the black pieces. Simant Magar winning a pawn already. Maybe he will be winning the game. This is winning position for black, but this is a winning position for white. As now maybe queen check is also possible. I will defend as queen can go and capture the pawn on the g7 as well. Queen check, king goes anywhere, then after queen captures the pawn, that's immediately winning for white. Amrit Sakya. So this is also winning. The way that was played before, that was also winning. But immediate winning could be like queen coming to c7 and just go and capture the pawn on the g7. That could be immediately winning. But now at least have to think how to remove this guard on the e7. King have to go to the g8 now, or is there any option? No, there is no any option other than king to g8. So he just blunder, giving up the queen for free. Bishop captures the queen, and then after it's over for Nick Jane. It's gone for you. Rook to e7 immediately, mate. Yeah, rook to e7. Just go and go for queen to e7 checkmate. Let's see another game, guys. One game that's only left. So who's at the top? Mishan Dahal, who had lost a pawn after g4, g5 to open up the king, and have some attack with the rook and queen, just made him win the game. Triok Dendu is with 4 point. 4th round is over. 3 more round to go, guys. Let's see what will happen. I'm not that well, so guys, if I'm not getting that much energy to speak, so sorry for that. I'm getting some headache. So here, already winning the game, queen coming to h6. There is no way to defend the checkmate. So I think he should resign. He is thinking of taking off his time. I think he should resign. So guys, let's see what happens. This is almost over. Another round have started. Let's see what's going on, guys. The first board game. That's very critical. This is the critical moment. This is played by two two experienced player. Pushtam Silva under thought he's under 14. He's currently at 13 years old, whereas Mission Dahal he is starting at he's he is his age is around 16 or 17, maybe 18. I'm not sure about that, but he just completed his 10th and result is awaited for him. Result not came up. I will be just showing up the game, not that much analyzing. If there will be any mistake, then we'll be saying up. This is completely okay. Both is fine. But black have an accelerated pawn on the d5. Will that make any sense? If we just capture the knight, then pawn captures, then that will make black to have connected pawn. That will of course make black to cover up from the accelerated pawns. How would white play and black play? Who do you think will win, guys? Pushtam Silwal or Mission Dahal? Both are very good player. Both are experienced player. Even more experience is Mission Dahal, but the talent that's showing up now in the online chess is by Pushtam Silwal, as he is learning up, he is growing up. So anything can happen in this game. Whoever can win the game, have some advantage with the white, goes for the Catalan, win the bishop coming to g3. So this is going to be very good and interesting game. So in the meantime, we can see the standing as well. Pustam Silval, and this is also another good game by Triyog Kapil Gimere. Oh, he is Kapil Gimere. Kapil Gimere is from Triyog. That's why Kapil Gimere is also a good and experienced player. His rating is around 1400 or 1500, whereas Kusal Belvase from Mission Youth Club, he is also an experienced player. Both are under 15, I think. Their age is around 13, 14, or 15. I don't know exactly, but both are under 15, I guess. So Kapil Gimire with Triog Triog Education Nepal. Okay, Triog Education Nepal. That's the ID he's playing with. So black Kusal Belvase trying for some attack coming up, but with a single queen the attack cannot happen. You have to bring up many more pieces to create the attack. Maybe f5 can create some trade, but there is pawn captures, rook captures, and rook captures. Again, the queen will be single. How would black try to attack? Single queen cannot be there for attack. There must be another pieces that need to be come up. He was just attacking the pawn that is easily guarded with the queen to e2. In the other board we have Pustam Silval versus Misindahal. There are many other games. We are going to see some female player game as well. We will see up. Let's see the last game that's going on. So last game that's going on is of Sagar Shrestha. Sagar Shrestha playing with a Green 998. So we will be seeing up the game of Sagar Shrestha and a Green 998. E3 was played, the very first move. He just played E3. He can go for E4, but still E3, the knight to F3, knight to C6, D4, even fine, not bad. E6, knight coming to G5, giving up a piece for free, and that is why I'm going to show this game because it's going to be very interesting. Look at this. He's giving up the knight for free and the opponent didn't capture because both are of same level. Knight comes back to the S3. F4 was played. Knight coming to A5. Bishop coming to D2. Attacks the knight and it is not defended. Knight f6 was played, bishop simply captures, b6 is played, bishop comes back, giving up the bishop for free. That's of no use. a5 was played and bishop comes back. What a funny moves that's going on, guys. Look at this. Is just attack. He was giving up a piece for free. He just attacks the knight and it is again given up for free, and then after bishop comes back and it's again given up for free. It is not captured by black. Bishop comes back, bishop comes to the d6, e4, d captures e4, f5 was played, e captures f5, giving up every pawn for free. That's what's happened in the low rated player. You are just giving up the pawns, you are giving up a piece for free. You don't worry for what you are playing, you just play for fun, and we are having fun looking at your games. knight to c3, bishop b4, knight to b5, bishop captures b5, bishop captures bishop, a captures bishop, knight to g5. He don't want his bishop. I don't want your piece. I just don't want your piece. I'll just move up my piece. This goes for knight to g5, and everything is fine for black. Black will just protect the bishop, and guys, cannot say what is going on, cannot say what they are playing. That's playing for fun. That's what happening. That's only the thing that's happening. They are just playing for fun. The thing, if you want to improve, you have to remove first and very first moment. You should not give the piece for free, as still there is pawn captures. Now he sees, and then after simply pawn captures on the b5. But still, we cannot say this is winning for white, as lot of free giving up of pawns, be giving up a piece for free. Lot of interesting move, lot of moves are given for free. That's going to be very, 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 very interesting and fun. We couldn't know when will they go and give the piece for free. Another piece is for free. You can just go for capturing of the queen. Look at queen captures a knight, and again it comes with the equal position. Again it comes with the pawn off for black. That was piece off for white. Now it's pawn off for black. Maybe you'll just will not go for capture of the pawn. You'll just go and capture the queen itself. No, he's just going to attack the queen. But black is pawn up now. Okay, what is this move? Giving up a queen for free now. Black. Just funny moments. Some funny moments. Look at this. Bishop capturing the f7. But will he go and capture the f7? There is check, as you cannot go and capture. Or you will just go, what? Rook is just capturing the queen, and you are giving the queen for free now. Now black can simply go and protect the queen. It's going to be fun looking at this. That is why I choose the last game that's going on. And I think he will just go and protect the rook. No, he just goes for check. This looks like to be a good one. But will he protect the pawn? Sorry, will he protect the queen? All might be thinking of funny. No, he just go and capture the queen itself. That need not need to be protected. That's immediately capturing of the rook. Now I think black will go for win. Black will win this game. Finally, black managed to win this game, giving up every piece for free. White managed to will lose this game. What? I think he could just go and capture the pawn, and then after there will be rook checkmate. But that's very hard to see for them. That's very hard to see for them. So, what will he play? Queen check. Rook comes out here. Rook comes out there. Again, there will be queen check. Queen captures the rook check, and then after rook check and rook checkmate. If you will be able to see, but it's very hard. That will not be seen for sure. If queen captures, king captures, rook check, king goes here, and then after rook checkmate. Long way, but still winning immediately. But very hard for this rated players to see. It's three move tactical moment. What do you think, guys? Will black be losing this game? Will black be giving up the queen for free? Will he be giving up the rook for free? Again, hope that doesn't come up. If that comes up, it will be very much bad luck for a green 9984. Again, there is checkmate, queen check, rook have to defend it, and then after rook checkmate is there. Only way to protect with the rook to f2 and just go for rook to e1 checkmate. Yes, finally black managed to checkmate. What a funny game. Funny games if you see at the end of the tournaments. So Purushottam Silva lost the game. Yes, Purushottam Silva lost the game. Let's see what was happened. The one who who Purushottam Silva was very much appreciated player who can be the winner of this tournament, said by many of the viewers, many of the players, many. Okay, let's see where did Purushottam Silva just blundered and where did he Again, black just went for capturing the bishop on the g2. That managed black to have some attack. Pawn is pushed. Okay, here is the moment he just blundered. Pawn push, and then after knight goes back. If knight goes back, there is immediate knight coming to e4, and that simply grab up the piece for free. So he didn't see knight coming to the e2, just blocks the rook, and then after he just blundered with the knight to knight coming to the e2, and then after knight to e5 immediately attacks the queen. Queen have to move anywhere, but if he have just move up the queen somewhere, he couldn't go for capturing of the queen. Sorry, he couldn't capture of the knight as queen was hanging, but that was not played, and knight comes out there, captures of the queen, and almost over for almost over for black. Sorry, almost over for white, and black just won the game. What Pustam Silva lost the game, and that's going to be very good. What female player at the second position, Purnima Gurung, playing brilliantly, very good position, winning Crips. That is, maybe his name is Muhan Srestha, who was leading the tournament. Purniman Srestha wins with the Purniman Srestha female player coming with the top. She just played f4 just played knight to h5, where she just gave up the open king and then lost a game with Miraj Thapa. Other all games he won the game. Let's see how is he playing. See, he is playing with the white pitches, classical variation, Nazdorf variation by black, and Sicilian Nazdorf variation. Bishop will come to the e6. Knight coming to g5, attacks the bishop. Knight captures and pawn captures. Bishop coming to c4, attacks the pawn. If pawn is pushed, then after pawn captures. Then after that will be okay. f4 is good move. Pawn captures, bishop captures, knight to a5, attacks the bishop, bishop coming to d3. Then after d5 was played. Not so bad, but knight could come to the back. This is also good enough. But after that, e5 was played. He could just go and capture or just play. e5 was played, knight going back to e8, queen attacks here on the at 7 attacks. It's coming up. What happens if we just go and capture? If we just capture, is it possible to capture? No, as knight is coming to the g7, so it's not possible to play that move. Knight coming to g7, bishop coming to h6, rook captures, knight coming to f5. So if we just capture and pawn capture, what happened if this? Sorry, if we just capture, then after this captures, maybe this could be played, and here maybe try for some tricks with maybe you can try with some tricks with queen coming out here and then after pawn push. But if queen comes out here, then I'd have to come back and I just go have to capture the pawn. That's possible, but that was not played. He just goes for queen to s3 and bishop could be captured immediately, and that could be winning position for black, but that was not played. Bishop goes back and bishop captures, rook captures, knight coming to e2. Knight goes back to the c6, knight to f4, knight to e5, giving up another pawn. Knight to f4 was played, gave up the other pawn. Knight goes back to e2. Where did c manage to win the game? Let's see. C have already lost 2 pawns, but c won the game. How does that happen? Pawn push, queen check goes there. Rook coming out there still. Rook, queen to h8, queen check. Okay, here is where she blundered, as there is checkmate coming up very soon, as you just need to protect the queen s4, rook check, queen check, queen check, queen checkmate. What a play by Purnima Gurung. She had already lost 2 pawns, but because of the because of the open queen and open rook, she managed to win the game. So here, Kusal Velvase versus Kapil Gimire game going on. Kusal versus Kapil. can be somehow playable position for white, or it will end up with draw. It might end up with draw. Seven more rounds are, sorry, two more rounds are left and seven more games are going on. Six more games are going on. Knight captures the pawn. King will coming up on the f5. Looks like draw is position though. If knight was not here, this could be winning for white though, as there will be far pawn versus near pawn, and far pawn is always winning the game. If two knights were not here, king could come here, king goes here, king can come up here, and if king goes anywhere somewhere, then I can bring my king to the f5, attacks the pawn, pawn push captures, and king captures. Or if you do not capture the pawn, if king comes here, I can simply push the pawn, king comes here, and then after I think I can go for pawn push, not immediately, but I can go for king to g5 and king comes here, then I can go for king to f5. But knight is there, so it can end up with draw. That's the reason. Knight, as long as the knight is on the board, so it can end up with draw. But the only chance that can have is white, as there will be far pawn and also the rook pawn. Rook pawn for a knight is very dangerous. So maybe you'll just go for king to g4. King to g4. No, he just goes for knight coming to g2. How would black continue? The question is, how would he continue? King coming again up on the f5. I think this will end up with draw. Both are satisfied with the draw. Both are satisfied with the draw. So there's whose game are over. They are just having fun. You can see in the camera. So again, he just goes for same move, and it's end up with draw. King coming up, king comes there. Maybe it's over for the both player. Five more games are going on. Let's see the game of Sampurna versus Yuvraj Tamrakar. Yeah, I think it's Yuvraj Tamrakar. Maybe not. Maybe not. Yuvraj Tamrakar is trying to Sampurna trying to have winning position, but Yuvraj Tamrakar have to worry of this pawn. Okay, I can go and capture the rook and then go and capture the pawn now. It's winning for black. I like the position for black. I can capture another pawn. But will I go and capture immediately or pawn push first? So pawn push could be played first. That can be played, but that was not played. So now the thing is, what could be the idea for black? Will he just go for pawn push or bishop coming out here? If king comes here, king will coming to the f8. Two pawn off for black, of course, might be winning for black itself, not other can win the game. So attacks the bishop. Bishop will come back. So even this is fine. Knight coming to the c5 might be winning. Attacks the knight, giving up a pawn. No, he just do not capture the pawn on the. I thought he does go and capture the pawn on the a6. That can make some. That can. Now giving up two. What is this? Sampurna is winning now. Yuvraj is losing. So he just captured the pawn instead of capturing of the bishop. What? What? You don't like the bishop? You like the pawn? Again, check. Now I'll not give up the bishop. So maybe this is losing for, I'll just capture the bishop, and king capture, I'll capture the pawn. So this is losing for black. King captures the pawn again, pawn push. White is winning. White, Sampurna is losing, sorry. Sampurna, who had the winning position and just gave up the bishop, gave up all the pawns, and finally lost the game. What the game happened? Gave up all the pawns, gave up the everything. So this game ended up with draw. Two more round left, guys. Three more games are going on. Let's see the game of Ankrit versus Sudin Kaini. Sudin Kaini. So this is piece up for black. So two piece up. So this is winning for black. Of course, one piece is already captured now. Okay, nice. So there was three piece or what? He could just go and capture with the rook itself, but he can capture. Knight goes there. Pawn push. Now I'll just capture the bishop. Maybe you'll just give up the knight as well somewhere. Only now a single piece is left. You'll just go and capture the pawn, giving up a win. Only single pawn, single knight is left. And will he manage the? He will be managing to win this game or not? I don't know exactly. Let's see what will happen. So this is going to be very. The games are very interesting. If there was no knight, rook could become here, and then after rook checkmate might come up. But yeah, you can go and attack the pawn, and black can have some freak with rook to d1. But black know this idea, and black just go for check first, and then go for attack. I think going to be very good, good enough. It's long. It's already more than 2 hours. I'm fine. I'm a little bit tired now. Two more games are left, guys. So final game, final. So Anjal, let's see how is he playing up. It's fine for her. I can see one a grim. So will this be somehow playable? Why didn't he go? Pawn is attacked, so he just pushes the pawn, attacks the knight, and maybe he can just go and capture the pawn as well. But even this is fine. So this is winning for black. Pawn push. Rook will come to the b8 and knight, or you'll just make up the queen and just go for knight check, or you can simply bring up the knight to c3 and just bring up the queen. This is winning for. This is winning, of course. So let's check it out. The game of Marshall versus Madhav Khanal. Madhav Khanal. The pawns are isolated. What is this? Pawn push. Why didn't you push the pawn? Why you are moving up the king? As pawn push and king comes here, pawn push, king will come here, this pawn push, and black will not be able to capture one of the pawn. Now black will be able to capture your pawn. What is this? Yeah, it was winning for black. Looks like win for black. Now it looks like win for black, but it was winning for white though. It was winning for white though. Look at this position. When he played, he just played a4, king comes up, just push up the pawn. You just bring up the king, just push another pawn. You just come up with the king, and then after pawn push. King is very far. Black king was very far and couldn't come to capture the pawn on the a4 or even to b4, and that need to be just pushed up. But he just moved the king, and now it looks like either black will win or it will be draw for black. It looks like it's winning for black though. Madhav Khanal thinking of Marshall is Nate is not out there, so maybe here pawn pushed and after capture king comes out here, and the only thing that can happen is capture the pawn, and you have to go for king to e5. You will just capture another pawn, and that's almost over. 2 pawn for a king is never ever protected. So this is winning for winning of course for black now. Yeah, this is winning for black. So this is the only game that is left. As it is all well managed, now there is only 1 minute break after this game and 2 more rounds. Maybe it will end up after 1 hour. After 1 hour it will be completed. I think there will not be much more time that will be left. So it's it's winning. Yeah, it's winning. It's winning. I think Madhav can also resign, or will he go for some? He will try for some stalemate position. He have to go to attack, go to capture the pawn on the f5, and black will just go for pawn push, and pawn push. This is winning, of course. King goes to the e5, pawn on a5, or king can go to the b4 as well. Yeah, this is very far for king to go and capture the pawn. King goes to the d4. You cannot go and guard 2 pawn at once with a single king. That's very far. If these 2 pawns were here too, at that position as well, king can go and capture the pawn. Which pawn you'll go and capture? That's the reason. They are very far to each other. Whichever you go and attack, the other will be promoted to king queen. Attacks the b3 and just go and capture the pawn on a3, and f1 queen is coming up. Yeah, almost resignable now. It was resignable already. Now maybe he's waiting for some stalemate that can occur. Will that be happening or not? If queen to c2 check and king goes here, and if you play king to b3, then it will be stalemate. Will black go for king to b3 or king to a3? Both the move is stalemate. What do you think will happen? Will this be possible for black? That can be played. He's taking his time. Most probably he will not do this, as he have 3 minutes in his clock. Let's see what can be played. 3 minutes waiting. I don't know why he's taking off his time. Just waiting. Okay, he knew it. He knew it. That's why he just took up the time. He just moved up the queen to the d2, and now it's winning for Marshall. Winning for Marshall. So next round is about to start. So Angel, what happened to her? So she's having some food. So let me remind them all. So 20 seconds left, guys. We have Kapil Gimire with 4.5, 2 more rounds game, 2 more rounds left. 4 point with Purnima Gurung, Purushottam Silval with 4 point, Chris Adhikari with 4 point, and we have Gautam, maybe Arav or something. Gautam was his name. I don't remember his name exactly. Anus, uh, Anusna Gautam. So here Kapil Gimire versus Mission Dahal. Mission with the white pieces and Kapil Gimere with the black pieces. Triog Educational EDU Nepal. Oh, it's Marshall Tamam. Sorry for that. Marshall Tamam. It's C. Sorry. I just thought of he, so it might be C. Madan Aftaria. So she played good enough. So let me check everything. Let me check the final ranking that's going on. We have Angel Moharzen here at the seventh position. This is going to be again more crazy. We have Angel Moharzen. What is this? What happened to her? Just gave up. Let me check how the opening was started. E4, C5 was played by Miraj Thapa. After D6, Sicilian was played. Knight F3 attacks the pawn defense with it. Bishop. Okay, he could just go and push the pawn, but goes for E D4, B5. Bishop comes back. Okay, give up the bishop. Coming back to B3. That's immediately losing a piece. Bishop captures, pawn push. So So maybe he could just go. Maybe C could just C could go for E1. Angel Moharton losing up a piece. That means C will be losing very soon with the game that is okay. Here a threat was coming up with knight captures on the at 7 though. Attacks again, but is well protected with the knight. So again, it is well protected with the. So this is winning for black. Of course, this is winning for black. The piece is hanging out here. Gives up the queen. This is good move by black. Good move as you are just not giving up a piece, but here exchange is gone. Exchange is gone. That means already losing. You had already lost a piece. Now you are losing up the exchange. Okay, exchange is given back, but already lost a piece. So this is fine though for black. So let's see the game that's going on. This is the game that's going to be the final one. If Mission Dahal wins the game, if Mission wins the game, he will be winner of this tournament, national online chess tournament. He is from Japa and is going to be he might be the winner of this tournament as he have already won the he have won the pawn and of course winning the position as well. Knight coming up there. Knight captures, queen attacks the pawn, knight captures the pawn. Look at this position. Looks like very very good for white. So let me see. Here, Mission Dahal versus Kapil Gimire game going on. Keep watching, guys. So we had the opening ceremony. So so what do you think will happen? Will Mission be able to win this game or not, guys? I like the position for white as well. Is the position good for white as king is well safe. Black is also fine, but already a pawn down. That's the reason. If queen goes anywhere, maybe knight is coming to the f7. Of course, the exchange will be down. But what could be the attack that coming up next? So f7 is guarded. Okay, let's see some funny games. The fun game that was happening earlier. Let's see the game that's again happening or not. Let's see the game of Bianca versus Anis Resta. Let's see, g3 was played, e5 was played, bishop to g2, bishop c5. I will not be analyzing this game. I will just showing up the game where this is happening. Look at this. Look at this move. Bishop is coming to c5. Bishop goes back to f8. What is this move? b3. Bishop again come to c5. How Black is who? Bianca. Bianca just trying to just move up the piece. Yeah, maybe they are just they. I will not laugh on them, but yeah, they are just started playing. So you have to play good enough. Yeah, yeah, you know how to move up the piece. Now you have to go for some good move that could be played. So here, pawn was pushed and just captured with the bishop, and rook attacks the bishop. No matter, you just go and capture the bishop. I don't care. Just give up. Just take it out, just take it, and rook comes out there. I will also give you free. So he just captured, knight captures, attacks the knight, knight goes to the c5 again. Do not worry, I'm here, I'm your friend. I'll give you your piece back. I will give your piece back. So he just go for knight to e6, captures with the pawn, and bishop coming here again. Now it's black turn to give. I think black will come and I will give you the piece back. Bishop check goes there, bishop captures, knight goes there, pawn push, knight goes there, pawn push captures. Okay, no, it's again white turn to give up the piece. So it's white captures, knight check. Yeah, now it's black turn. Black turn to give up the piece for free, but I don't want your piece. I will just move up my king. You gave me check, so I'll just move up my king. I don't need your piece. Just move up the king. Knight to s4 again. No matter, I'll just give you piece. You have to capture it. No, I'll not keep capture your piece. I will just capture the pawn. That is more good. So rook to c8. Now is the moment where just go and capture the piece. Now I think it's white turn to give up the piece. Rook goes there, captures the pawn, attacks the queen, captures. Yeah, it's white turn to give up the piece. Now is the bigger piece that was given. That was queen itself, and it was not captured by black. This is going to be very funny and very interesting too. Hope you are looking at this and you are enjoying. Who do you think will be giving up the piece, guys? It's white turn or black? It's black turn to give up the piece, and it's white turn to give up the piece for free. Queen moves on the a7 and just give up the piece for free, and black do not want to capture it. What are they playing up? They are playing very. This is going to be very funny. Both are saying, I don't need your piece, I will give you back. I think they are playing anti chess where the pieces are given, where they have to capture, and whoever will have less number of pieces. Okay. Okay, black do not want to capture the queen and just move up the king just to give up his queen, whereas black captures the pawn and give up the queen. Now here, this is going to be another fun. Queen captures and queen captures the pawn, and then after bishop immediately captured. Now black have to give up the piece, otherwise black will be okay. Black is trying for checkmate now. So this is what he is trying, but there is bishop captures the queen. What will happen? Let's see. Will black play this move? No, I'll not play. I'll just give up the piece for free first. Another move coming up for black. There was again rook captures, bishop captures rook. So king coming to the e2. Will he go and capture the rook? I don't think he will go and capture the rook, or he will go to give up the rook for free. Okay, in the meantime, this is going to be very funny. This is funny, of course, and we are watching the game of top board, that is Mission Dahal versus Kapil Gimire, that's going on as well. This is going to be less error than the one that's at the end of these. Okay, there was check coming up. Check only preempted with the d3. Then king goes there, captures. Queen check. King goes up there. If you keep check, then I will just go and capture the. So now it's completely. I think now will be winning. If rook comes out here, I will just capture with the bishop. Going to be, that's very funny. That's funny. So other way to at least mate, rook check, and after rook check, and then after rook check mate. That's possible though. Here check is there, so I'll just capture. So they didn't do that. Capture. Oh my god. What is happening in their game? He just move up the king to the f8. Queen is coming up next. Is it mate? Queen coming up next and mate for black. Oh my god, oh my god, that's what happening. I don't know what's happening in their game. That was completely winning for black, and that ended up with winning for white. White might be jumping up, might be thinking of how this happened, could I won the game. That's so funny. That's so funny. In any position, how could white win this game? Anyone could have thought this could be winning for white. Look at this, this is so fun. So this is going to be very, very, very interesting and sad for the black when he just played king to f8, and even he just move up the king to the g8, king to f8, pawn capture pawn, king to e7 could be played, but that was not played though, and just move up with the king to g8, and there was king checkmate. So now here is the moment where the final game coming up very soon. This is the second last round, and last round is yet to come. If Mission Dahal wins the game, this is already winning for him. Next move, b5 is coming up with the attack of capturing of the pawn. Maybe rook is coming here and just go for attack, and this might be winning for white. Looks like white have good position though, as pawns are very, very near to the opponent territory, opponent king. And the pieces of black are not that much advanced, not that much active as white have. Of course, the pawn push will immediately lead black to have some. Chess Dahal is Mission Dahal. Mission Dahal is Chess Dahal. Going to be okay. So so they will be thinking of, let's see the game of let's see the game. I want to see the game of the last ranked players, as they are making it very funny as they are giving the piece for free. Yeah, yeah, he's under 10 class. Well, yeah, he's under 10 class. All the players are of school level whose result have not yet come. They are also allowed to. It's hard to admire. It's that happens. So maybe if he had just captured, that would be immediately losing. As if he just captured, and then it will be rook checkmate. So that's not possible. Rook coming to c2. So guys, what will happen? Will he be winning? Looks like he have very good position, and I don't think he just need to push this pawn. Maybe he will try for some tricks with. How would he continue? Black do not have any move while white have a lot of moves. Maybe queen will be coming to c4, or maybe other moves are also there when king queen coming to c4. Yeah, even double up the rook. Pawn push is coming up very soon, and many more. Queen to c4 is also coming up. And then after pawn push is also possible. If you just capture, I'll capture with the queen, not exactly with the queen, or can be winning. How would white continue? So, so guys, Kapil Gimire taking his time and thinking of how would he be winning. Can I go to the room? Let me go to the room. Let me go to the room where Kapil Gimire and Mission Dahal is out there. Let me check if I can see. So I will just go into the room where I can see the both player, where I can show you their reaction as well and see how they are playing up. So here we have Ria, here is Mission playing up. So I'm just muted up, so maybe I cannot. So let me see if I can pin what happened. Sorry. So where is Kapil Imire? Chris Adhikari, Purushottam Silwal, Kushal Belvase. Okay, here he is. Had to pin both the player out there. Kapil is playing and Mission out there playing out there. So we can see, yes, he wins the game. He wins the game. See at his reaction, he wins the game. And Mission wins the game and is very happy. We can see him. We will see up his reaction. Yeah, he's very happy enough to win the game. Look at his face. That's coming up here, and he's very happy. You could see him winning the game, whereas Kapil might be sad and after losing the game. Whereas Mission wins the game. He enjoy for it. Yeah, Mission is already first, most probably, as there is no his tiebreak is he's already with 6 point and final round is 8 to go. We could see his reaction though. That's why I came up to show you the game. I came up here to show his face to see what's happening in their room. So let's see the game of Chris Adhikari versus Gautam. Chris Adhikari with a pawn check. Pawn check. The only idea is just going for capturing this pawn. What happened if I just bring the king up? So that could be possible, but there is rook check coming. We just capture the pawn. What? Okay, this is also fine. Just capture the pawn, as you cannot capture with a knight, as there will be check coming up, and let's capture with the rook. But the threat now can be possible. Okay, rook have to come out now. Rook is trying to come out. Just capture another pawn. Attacks the knight again. Knight have to go anywhere or have to protect with the rook. If rook protects, then after g5 is there, and no, no, oh. G5 was there. He didn't see it. G5, then what you will be playing up? Is this go for check? And remove pin. Let me remove the pin for all. Let me have the camera for all. So so a very good reaction for mission Dahal. Die 1800 rapid chess.com को फिडे chess.com को फिडे कति जति होला. Maybe it will go for 1600 or 1550. Just minus 200 than chess.com rating. rapid rating, so it will go for your FIDE rating maybe around 1600. I reply please, Sonuti party. Okay, it will go for either 1600 or 1500 to 1550. It will be in around 1500 to 1700, in between 1500 to 1700. Also the thing, if you are playing on online, then it's very hard to directly go and play on the board. It will not be that easy for you to go and play, as you have to go and move the pieces and you have to press the clock. That will take some time experience, so you will not be getting exact rating what you get in the online. So if you do not get that, do not be sad. Attacks the pawn. Again, king might come up. King might come up on the c5. Attacks the knight. Maybe king will be coming up on the c6 and attacks the rook and knight with the king coming to the b7. Chris Adhikari. Chris Adhikari can go with the king to the king could go there, but he didn't play. King to now. What will he play? Will he go for capturing of the pawn? Capturing of the pawn might lead king coming to b7. So that will be winning for white rather than black, I guess. So not exactly, but not sorry, that will not be winning, as there might go for capturing of the pawn. And if king capture, I can bring up my knight here, trying for some, and then after pawn push, this might end up with draw. Looks like somehow it could be winning for black, but black managed to go for white managed to go for raw pawn push. And how will you protect the pawn out there? That's very hard. Okay, just captured and queen is coming up next. And this is Roy's position. The thing that can happen is win for white, not for black. Just go and attack the pawn. Defend it, queen. Okay, now here rook could come on the f6, but it is well guarded with the knight on the h. For you have to bring up the king, at least to bring up the king to the d5. You have to bring the king to the e4. And what was that? He just pushed the pawn, giving up the pawn for free. Now it could be winning for white. Now it could be winning for white. King can come to the d5. As black, knight will not be have any waiting move. What you will play next? Knight goes there. I will just move up the king. King coming up here. Knight goes there. I will just go and attack the. So it was not necessary moving up the. So knight need to be trapped. That's the main thing that needs to be trapped. Okay, it's already, it can be played, but it's not trapped. Knight check is coming up again. So just take the waiting move. Knight have to move up. Now again take the move. Let's go for check. Why did he go for check? Just letting him to go come out of the final rank. If you come out with the final rank, that will be have some chances for. Maybe you could just move this one. That was winning, right? Look at this position. Look at this position. He could just bring up the king out here, and if knight goes out here, he could just go and attack the knight. And if knight goes back out here, then he can just move up the rook on the g2, just not letting knight to come out here, and even knight could not come here. And if knight comes to the back here, you just go and capture. If king comes up, just pins the knight and just move up the rook. That will be immediately winning. So this looks like somehow draw is position now for both the player. Just take the waiting move when you are playing with the knight, but now it looks like draw is position. So guys, keep watching. I'll be back in a second. And there we are. There we are. Hi, sir. May I ask a question? Sir, can I ask a question regarding this? Yes, bro, 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 RKO animation. You can ask the question. What is the question, bro, crow animation? So this ended up with draw. So one more game left. So Marshall, female player. Marshall is having a rook, or yeah, she is having a rook up. She's white. This captures the pawn, and everything is capturable. So this is winning for white. Bro KRO animation. You can ask the question if there is any question. I will be replying it out. Any problem regarding this one is okay. Marshall is just pushing up the pawn, going for capturing of another pawn. So this is winning. 10 plus 5 winning. Pushtam Selval is here. I think I can see him. Why is it moving up? So let me check. We will be, yeah, mission is already winning the game, and of course winning this tournament as well. Mission have won, and mission completed to be the winner of this tournament before the round ends. Even if he loses the game, he will be the winner of the tournament. So all the pawns are being captured. Lux playing with Marshall. Marshall Tamang. Mohan Shrestha. Yeah, here we have Marshall. So you can see the video as well. They are playing great enough. They are having a good camera angle as well. We can see them playing. We can see their screen as well. That's very good enough. That's very good for the online chess that can happen. It's very good for all the players. Okay, this is over. Lux is still playing with the 32 seconds in his clock, trying for some good game to happen, but that's not possible as the queen is coming up very soon. So will he go? We'll see. Give up the rook. No, I don't want to give up the rook. She says it. So queen is coming up next. Lux goes and captures the pawn. And now maybe it will be ended up with the mating thread. Okay, this is fine. There is queen check and rook checkmate. Yeah. Will this be stalemate? What do you think, guys? Will it end up with stalemate? This will not end up with a stalemate as there are check coming up continuously. Queen check. And there is stalemate if you just move up the rook here, but it's already over and checkmate. So last round to go. Let's remove this one. Let me see the face of let me see the face of course the winner mission and the opponent one he will be playing with. Maybe both of them will not be in the same video, so will not be able to show both the player. Maybe Miraj Thapa will be his next opponent, as he already played with Purushottam Silva, where he got lucky enough to win the game, whereas he won the game with couple game area where he. So we have mission, mission versus Hriday. Hriday. Who's Hriday? So let me have the we will be showing up what's going on in his face. We can see him. What is he moving up? So we can see him playing up there. E4, C5, D4, C captures D4, Queen captures Knight to C3, Queen back to D1, E6. Mission is black. So we will be seeing out the reaction of Mission. Maybe we will be asking him to unmute, so that we will be able to see how does he react. If it's possible to at least. So even if he loses the game, he is already winning the tournament. So the one who supported Mission Dahal is already winning the tournament, and many of them are playing for the second, that is second for second place, where we have Pushtam Silwal playing with Gautam. What is this? Pushtam Silwal? Look at this. Pushtam Silwal having not so good move like knight coming out there, queen to h4. Immediately, this is the grand prix that happening of knight goes back. Pawn push is immediately coming up. Pawn push, knight bishop captures. Okay, now if knight pawn captures, then knight captures would lead, but will that make any sense? As I can just move up the rook and then rook queen check cannot be mate, but still that will be good for white. Captures, pawn captures, queen check, goes there, rook check, goes there. Wow, the one we were thinking of will be the winner of the tournament lost the game. We are here looking at the mission itself just to see how will he react. We have all other participation, all other all other players who are here playing up with more than 50 players. That means around 55 players are playing. So that's a huge number. Maybe it's the time to congratulate already for mission. But look at this position. Yeah, black mission is black, so I like the position for black. That means you will be unbeaten in the tournament. He will be unbeaten in the tournament. Looks like he will be unbeaten in the tournament. Can we participate? Okay, it's almost already over. If there is any other tournament, then you can participate. Apil Chowdhury. Right now, it's almost over. We had posted it in the last week in our page Buddhichal.com. So if any other tournament like this comes up, so you can follow us in Buddhichal page, or you can download our app Buddhichal.com. There you can find it out. The link of the tournament in everything that's coming up. So there are some things that need to be discussed as well. There will be some discussion after this tournament gets over. So all the players who are watching, all the viewers are watching, do not go anywhere even after this tournament ends. There is some important thing that need to be announced. That will be announced by Uttam Dungil, the chief arbiter of this tournament. So let me go to the speaker view again, back to the speaker view, where mission is very focused even to get unbeaten. Mission is very focused to get unbeaten to win this game as well. He didn't want to get any point that will be lost. He didn't want to have any point that need to be lost, so he will be trying to win this game as well. Just thinking of, look at this is going to be very crazy moment for him. Online chess increasing with rapidly, and online chess is gaining its craze with the technology of the video capture, with the technology of this type of video capturing devices. Otherwise, there could be many more, not only some, there could be many more sitting possible, but because of this video capture and of course screen capture, arbiters are able to, and organizers are able to at least organize online chess tournament in the pandemic to make all the players play, and of course to engage in chess itself. So very focused mission. We will see his final reaction after completion of this game. Most probably he will try to end up with winning of this game as well. Whereas in Purushottam already winning a pawn back. Purushottam already winning the pawn back and having somehow good position, but the king is well safe for white, as there is immediate rook check coming up, and that can be mating threat. Yeah, it's immediate coming up with a mate threat. Okay, what happens if you just capture? King comes up here. Again, there will be rook check. So no, is there mate threat or not? That's the question. Is there any mating threat? Is there any mating threat? Looks like, but not exactly. How is it possible to mate? If pawn push, he will just capture the rook. So Purushottam Silval already capturing of a piece. He just go and attack the queen. And there is queen check coming up. That might be winning, but is it possible? Looks seems to be very interesting position for this seems to be very interesting position, but goes for exchange of the queen. And if you go and give check, then this would be somehow playable. Now what? King will go to the king go to the a8. King to a8 is possible, but the thing is you cannot go and capture the pawn. And if you move up queen anywhere, there is immediate rook check and rook checkmate, as there is three piece just simply guarding up. As there is no check now, how would white continue? Will he go and capture the queen? Then rook captures, and if he just go and attack the bishop, then I will just go and bring up the rook back to the g8. Okay, what's going on, guys? White have so brilliant position now. Wow, 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 wow. Double check is there and they checkmate. Wow, ooh, I just didn't see it. Double check. Gautam, Anusna Gautam. Wow, I thought of something that's how he managed to win. Find the best move for white. It's like a puzzle. Find the best move for white, and that's not defendable. What a move that happens! Wow, what a brilliant play! Rook coming to the b8, brilliantly played. King captures and rook check immediately. What a move! What a tactical move that was played. Very well played, Anusna Gautam. Anusna Gautam. Yeah, it's. I think it's Anusna Gautam. It's written in leeches. Her ID is Anusna Gautam. Female players are playing so brilliantly. We could see Purnima Gurung at the top. We could see Marcel playing very good. We could see Anusna Gautam with the 5.5 winning Pustam Silval. OMG, that's going to be very crazy. Miss Dahal playing with Riday. Miss Dahal already winning a piece. Let me check it out how this end up. Okay, this goes for knight coming out there. Queen captures, bishop captures, attacks the bishop. Bishop captures the knight, captures. We can see him in the face. He's just giving some reaction. He's looking at the camera itself, having some reaction. You want to show up the reaction. Of course, you will be showing up the reaction here. Here, not winning a piece, but of course, an exchange that was captured on the a4. What? Why did he just go and capture? This was necessary or not? I don't think that was necessary. He really just gave up. That was not necessary though. But now I know Mission Dahal will, of course. How to participate in online chess tournament today? Which one, Apil? Which one you want to participate? Maybe you are talking of chess.com. Then you can just go and click off the link that's given. You have to click the glove. You have to join the club, and the link of the tournament will be given in the club itself. I think it's already posted in the club. So it's organized is organized by Felix. Felix, and he have already shared me the link. I will be sharing it out as well, so you can find in the announcement of the YouTube itself, so you can find it out there as well. So Apil Chaudhary, you can play that game. But regarding this game, it's already almost over, so it's not possible to join now. If there will be any other, then you can join in the future. You can follow us on our Facebook page, Buddhichal.com, or you can download our app. You can download our app. So light went off for Mission Dal. So here we are. Yeah, it's fine. Light went off for Mission Dal, so no problem. He's going to play with his mobile phone. So even it's fine. He can we can see him in the screen. So what happened? He just light went off for him. So is it going to be bad for him even if he loses this game? So no matter. So though okay 8 p.m. Okay, let's see. Mission is not online here, so it might go bad for him. It might go good for Relay, but yes, he's online. He's back online, but we couldn't see his face. as the light is not there in his room. Yeah, he's back. He's back. He's back enough in his. So he just gave up the piece there. Okay, he's back. Fine, fine, it's fine. There was some electricity problem. He was not online though. He's online now. We can see him. So rook comes out there. Rook captures rook. Pawn captures. King captures, and then after we will be just having the final reaction for sure. We will be looking at the reaction of mission. Maybe I think I can. And then we'll come with the rook coming to the c3, attacks the pawn. This is not protectable. Wow, almost over. The tournament is almost over. 9 games are going on. Mission is the winner, I think, almost. And just take the waiting move. You just go and capture the pawn. You just capture another pawn. And this is, oh, you just want to go for queen to be made. No, that will be immediately winning. So let me put out this for you. He's happy enough. He's happy. He's very happy. We could see him happy. Yeah, he already won the game. He's very happy. He's there. He completed. Happy. Very happy.
तिम्रो यो इमेज चाहिँ हेर है
So let me see what they are saying.
एकचोटि सुशीललाईसँग कन्ट्याक्ट गर न ल मिसन
Okay, there we are. He's already the winner. He won the last game as well. And let me remove the pin. Let me go to the other players that's going on, guys. So we like to congratulate Mission for winning this national online chess tournament, and he won the game. He won 7 of 7, and he is already at the number 1 position. There are more games are going on, but still that will not have per the final ranking, as Mission have won the game. We have Anusna Gautam, female player, at second position, winning push themselves well. She played rook to g8 very brilliantly. Rook to b8 check, and then after just going capturing, and there was double check, and push themselves just lost the game. Okay, Mission. So okay, here we have some few more games going on. Purstam Silval at third position. We have Yuvraj Tamrakar at fourth position. We have Purnima Chess. Top 10 players are 50% are captured with the female players. You can see Anusna Gautam, you can see Purnima Gurung, you can see Riya Shrestha, you can see Marcel Tamang. That's very it's going to be very good to see. It's very good to see female players are in top 10 in the top 10 in the online school level chess tournament. We hope this is going to be an open section as well, where female players will be competing. The open players like Susanna Lohani is coming up very soon to compete the top players of Nepal. Similarly, we have so many players that will be coming up to compete to the open national level players. I can see Purnima Gurung here. I can see Anusna Gautam. I can see Riya Shrestha. I can see Marcel Tamang, and not more other than that. Maybe in other as well. There are, but top 10 these female players are playing very good, and they played very well too. We have already the uh, we have already the winner of the tournament, that is Mission Dahal. We saw him very happy. We saw his expression. He was very happy enough. He was laughing. He was smiling. and that happens when he wins the game. He was unbeaten. He had a little bad position in the game of Pushtam Silva, but later he managed to win the game. He got the chance. Okay, we will be swinging up the. Okay, we have the game with here of Nelisa, former Nepal champion Sindhara Joshi's daughter, where she is having a winning position, playing with Devansi Joshi. So many players have joined the game. So many female players have joined the game. So Devansi will be losing this game most probably, I think, as there is no queen, there's no rook on the board for. Sorry, it's her. Both are female player. Nelisa will be winning. She will be winning the game. Devansi will be losing most probably, or if anything bad happens, then there will be stalemate that can happen for white, and this could end up with draw. Hope that will not happen. Nelisa will end up with winning this game, but we need to know how would she be winning. So all the breakdown room will be closed. So this might be the final game, and there is checkmate out there of queen coming out here, and checkmate was there, but she didn't see. Again, this rook check and queen checkmate is there. If she will manage to see and checkmate, we will see out there. But still, she's thinking of, as I said you earlier, to she had just begun this game to she had just begun to learn chess, so she didn't know that much well, but she managed to checkmate. That's very good. So here we have one more game left, and we are at the recording in progress. So maybe I can show this side by side. What's happening? Okay, there we have Nelisa winning the game where we could see her. Let me pin her. She is the one. She is okay. I just didn't. She just went off. She just went. So I have to I have to see if we can see some more player face. Final one more game is left. So we have rook to e8. This looks like somehow good position for white. King is not so good, but what happens if king comes here? There is no check, so maybe this could be possible as king comes here, and maybe queen can come here and trade for rook checkmate. That can be possible, but it's a turn of white. How would white continue? Will white just go for rook attacks the queen and go for rook queen check, and that can be happened. Okay. Final game is almost over, so after this there is something that need to be said, that is going to be said in the zoom itself, so all the players are waiting. Maybe something of the that is that is good to see of the winner. That is good to see of the winner. Here we can see two faces, one with the mobile facing to him and one with the laptop, not letting anyone to have any point of winning. Okay, there we have our final games. Okay, 6 seconds left. 5, 4. Okay, he just managed to give check. Again, rook. King goes to the a8. Maybe king queen will be coming up on the d7, king to d7, and okay, it's over. It's over. Rook is okay. Not still not over. King nearly it's over as now maybe check is coming up, but that doesn't make sense. This king will come up, and how would he continue? This capturing of every pawns, and that will be winning for, of course, white. Will he go for check check, and that will make up he ended with draw. Rook queen check is again here, and it is like if king comes out there again, there is queen check. So a lot of checks are there. A lot of checks are there. So what is this? Okay, we have here check check coming up. So must be winning for white, but how would he continue? That's the reason. Maybe king comes here and king comes on the b3. That will be winning. Sorry, sorry. Lot of six, lot of six. The game is not over yet, and still waiting the game to be black offer draw. It is not accepted by white, of course. Miraj Thapa checks, 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 checks. If king comes here, again there is check. King comes up here, there was no check. That can be played, I think. Check. If you go here, there will be pawn captured. So again there is check coming up, check coming up. A lot of checks. What happens if king comes on the b4? I like this moving up the king and to king to b4. Will be stalemate. Sorry, not checkmate. So that can be possible out there, right? Just moving up the king on the c2, king on the b3, then king on the b4. As there was no check, next check, and then that could be playable position king to b. King again black offers draw. That was declined by white. The only move, yeah, he just plays now. He just tried to win. Now three check, and how would he defend now? Maybe there can be a rook. There can be this position coming up. The okay, okay, it's fine. It's fine. Not letting opponent to come to the queen to e2. So just try to exchange of the queen as now again trying to exchange. King comes here, then there will be again check. Again trying to exchange. Lot of check again coming up. So queen check up here. Not ended up. So now I think you have to capture. Not exactly, as rook check doesn't make any sense. Queen can come on the b8. So king to b8 is still one more game is making it sense. Okay, check. Maybe that could be. Now can I capture the pawn? Black got a chance to capture the pawn. Check. You cannot go to the a7, so that's a blunder. Rook checkmate. So he didn't see it. He didn't see that rook check was there. That was mate, and he didn't see, just captured the rook. What is that? It was completely ended. There was blunder made by black, but he didn't see. Okay, white managed to, white had the winning game, but he didn't see it. Now looks like draw's position. Now it's completely draw. Will be draw's, but white king is coming up. It will end up with draw most probably, as I will not let you to come. Even if you just go and capture king capture, I'll just bring up the king out here. Both is fine. This is also, this looks like draw is still. The thing is, okay, I'll just capture this one. You'll just capture. I'll capture this one as well. Both is captured. So this is draw. So this is complete draw now. Completely draw for both the player. Will he push the pawn? If we push the pawn, that can create some. That can, okay. He just captured. Now it's draw. Now it's draw. Totally draw. Mira's Thapa out there looking at this. We can see them. We can see them. I think it's draw. So I think we will be seeing what's going on there. What's going in the screen out there, what's the thing that's happening. So maybe you'll just capture the pawn and I will just capture the pawn no matter whatever is played. So it's over. It's over. There we have the final ranking, guys. There we have the final ranking. First with Mishin Dahal, second with Anusna Gautam, third with Kapil Kimire, fourth with Miras Thapa, fifth Purushottam Silwal, uh, sixth Kusal Bilwase, and so on. And there are the top 10 players. Let me see what's going on the. Let me see what's going here. So there we have. Let's see what's
कपिल
going out here.
घिमिरे छ यो 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 रिजल्ट फाइनल हो कि नाइन सबै फेयर प्ले पछि त्यो पठाइदिइहाल्छौँ कोर्समा इन्ट्रेस्टेड छ भन्ने तिमीहरूले सबै डिटेल्स पायो कि फेरि एकचोटि देखाउनु पर्छ
ताई बिगिनर्स भन्दा हामी जस्तोलाई छैन कोर्स
त्यो डिजाइन हुन्छ पहिला बिगिनर्सलाई होस् अनि त्यसपछि तिमीहरू जस्तो एडभान्सलाई हामी हामी टार्गेट गरेर गराउँछौँ हाम्रो प्लानमा छ है फेरि भेट गरौँ
गीत गाउनु न लिंक
हजुर
So the tournament is over. We like to congratulate. We like to congratulate Mission Dahal again for winning the tournament. Here we have. So congratulations to him. And all the other winners we have. So that's how he played so brilliantly, not losing any of the game. Thank you all for being here, enjoying the game. Hope you enjoyed the game. Thank you all. Bye bye. See you in the next.